Hi, I'm Michelle from Unicorn and Centaur, and today's video is about one-eyed horses. Quit it! I have two one-eyed horses. This one is Sunny, who thinks he's owed a treat. I already gave you a treat. Quit being rude. Quit it. Okay, I get a lot of questions about my one-eyed horses, so that's what this video is, just an informative video about what it's like to have a one-eyed horse. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a vet. I just have personal experience with going through eye removal surgery and recovery and having one-eyed horses. So this video is simply meant to inform you about what that process is like. If you have additional questions, make sure and ask your vet. Sometimes horses gradually lose sight due to cataracts or cancer or conditions like moon blindness. In these cases, it's not always necessary to remove the eye, but sometimes it is. Another reason for eye removal is injury or infection. Horses' eyes are positioned exactly on the sides of their heads. This makes it possible for them to spot predators in all directions, even when they're grazing. Unfortunately, this eye position also makes it far more likely for them to sustain injuries. A small scratch can often be treated with ophthalmic drugs and stall rest, but significant injuries often require complete enucleation, which is removal of the eye. Enucleation sounds horrifying, but it's actually a very simple surgery and can usually be done by your vet right on the premises. The horse is sedated and the hair around the eye is shaved. The entire eye is removed with a scalpel and then stitched closed. The entire process only takes about 10 to 15 minutes. I actually watched Sunny's enucleation surgery, and watching the removal of the eye made me kind of gray out. I almost passed out. So with Artax, I stood on the other side of his head during the surgery so I didn't have to watch. Just pro tip. Your horse may require stall rest for a day or two after the surgery. The eye socket will be incredibly swollen, so much so that it looks like there's actually still an eyeball in there. It's weird. The swelling will go down over the next few weeks, leaving a sunken eye socket behind. The stitches should come out on their own depending on what kind the vet put in, but if they end up getting stuck there or not coming out, your vet can come out and snip them out for you. Your horse should bounce back after just a few hours in terms of personality. Both of my horses immediately wanted to be back in the paddock with their friends, and they were trotting around like nothing happened. If you have a sensitive, spooky, or reactive horse, they may panic at first when something comes into their field of vision suddenly, and your horse may also get a few new bumps and bruises in the few days afterwards as they adjust to having a blind side. Talk to your horse when you are on his blind side, especially at first, and especially before touching him. He may startle at your touch at first, since he's not used to having a blind side and he's not used to people sneaking up on him. And watch carefully at first so that he doesn't bang his face on anything while you are grooming and handling. Right, yes, Sonny. Hand walking your horse around the barnyard, arena, and trails will help him get adjusted to how his world looks now. Take things slowly and you'll be fine. Your horse can do everything he did before, including riding, groundwork, even show jumping. Once you have a one-eyed horse, you'll be amazed at the stories you hear from other equestrians who either owned a one-eyed horse at one point or rode or showed a one-eyed horse, and you'll realize you are not alone. One-eyed horses are more common than you might think. My vet says enucleation is his most common minor surgery, and one that horses recover very quickly and easily from. Horses can survive and thrive with one eye, but can they lose both eyes? Yes and no. There are horses who have lost both eyes or have had a total vision loss, and they continue to work and play just like their sighted friends. Endo the blind is one of the more famous examples of this type of blind horse. Now, according to my vet, horses who do well being totally blind are ones that have lost their vision gradually, as with cataracts or something like that. Gradual vision loss gives the horse time to adapt both physically and psychologically to the total loss of vision. Losing one eye and still having a fully functional one is not a total catastrophe for a horse, as they still have some vision left. But a total loss of vision very suddenly is often more than a horse can cope with. Eye problems are always an emergency, and they always require a vet call. Do not wait. Tell them, Sonny, do not wait. The difference between saving and losing the eye can be a matter of a few hours. And remember, you can always talk to your vet if you have additional questions that are not covered by this video. The bottom line is, losing an eye is not the end of the world for you or your horse. It may require a bit of time and patience on your part, but you will be astonished at how quickly your horse is back to his sassy self and you are back in the saddle. Thank you for watching my video today. If you have questions about anything in the video, leave a comment below and let me know, and I'll answer it if I can. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Tell him, Sonny, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, please. You can either click on the little YouTube icon down here, or there's another little icon up here. Hit it. That you can click on, or there's links in the description box below for subscribing, for following me on Instagram, for checking out my Etsy store if you need your own Ask Me About My Unicorn t-shirt. Thanks for watching today, and have a great day.